to I-70. We're not on I-70 yet, y'all. Oh, you put the new one on again.
Yeah.
Woo, cool. You can unplug it. Unplug it.
No, you're good.
Hey, that cord costs $22 without tax or late.
Yeah, that's the reason why I slid the phone up.
And I only have one of them. Hey, Kraken!
Hi, Kraken!
This is the part that I could show you. I mean, if we have to cover the screen, we have to cover the screen, because, but I don't think so. I think we're far enough out, we're good. So, to the right, yeah. We're just getting ready to cross the Kansas River. So, we live on the right side of the river. If we lived on the side we're fishing to cross over to, and you'll be able to see the sign. I don't know if you'll be able to read it. But if we lived on this side of the river, we couldn't afford to do what we do for the community we serve here.
Yeah. As of right now, there is no resources once you get to this point.
Yeah. Right here. And the crazy thing about that is this county has more active duty population than other counties. And yet they are resource-wise poor as a county. Riley County, which is the county we live in, most food insecure county in the whole state of Kansas.
Hi, Robin.
Hey, Robin, welcome in. We're getting
Just
ready.
got your rocks, huh? They arrived safe,
Did
right?
they arrive safe? Because
The mail scares me.
I should have packaged them better, but I think we packaged them okay. It's not quite the way I wanted to, but I needed to let Mr. Stephanie take over shipping for me. Cause I had a lot going on this last week. I really did. So, no.
Yeah, I got it. I've got it. I'm in on mine.
No, it's not that.
Oh.
I gotta bring this down. I gotta move y'all down. I forgot there is one area that can be seen, and it's not. This is me as a military mom. I do not film the perimeters of any military establishment, their footprint, anything. And even if y'all are familiar where I'm at, because you've driven through Kansas on I-70, I don't film, and that's me as a military mom. So give me a second and we'll readjust. It's just that one area, and it shows too much. It shows more than I'm even comfortable sharing on my private platform.
Which blows my mind that it's right off the interstate that way. Of course, that just means they're not. I got you. You're gonna end up popping completely out here.
Yeah. Alright, so we're coming off the highway from our village. Well, this is actually the second one, because technically there is one that runs through our village, which blows my mind because I don't see it as a highway, but hey, maybe it's because it's going to post. Yeah, none of these people stop. There's a stop sign on this exit. Just hit. Alright, come on, car. Woo!
Golden go. It's even worse if you get off and go across to get on the other side of that turn. You can't get back across. We did that when we first came up here and we were helping Jess move in.
Yeah, you've probably seen those too, Kraken. Alright, so we are on I-70 for the next it occurred to me, remember we had that convo the other night about the turnpike and having toll roads?
Yeah.
We're going to have some today. But
I have to let Jess know that they're going to be getting a thing.
it'll come in the mail.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, note to self. Today's date is the 21st. And yes, you were on the Kansas Turnpike at least twice today. Not yet. Alright, so y'all, here's Flint Hills. We live in the Flint Hills, but there's a sign for it. And I need to get up to speed. Otherwise, I'm not going to be in Kansas City in 2 hours.
Well, we got to stop and get gas.
Oh, yeah,
we got to here.
Yeah, but I already have that calculated in being in there in 2 hours.
Okay.
For a guy that drove through New Jersey in how many hours?
Well, don't get too wet there, Robin.
I ain't a, what?
Got to go bathe. Have a good day.
Alright, honey, have a good day. Thanks for stopping in. Cracking. So, I want you to know, because not everybody on this platform has the access you do. That sounds wrong, but you understand it. So, that video of the fly on the wall, that family can see it. So, if you post anything on that video, they will see it. They won't be able to respond, but they'll be able to see it. And I want you to know the look on their face last night.
When I pulled that out of the back of my hoodie.
Yeah, because Mr. Stephanie had it in the back of his hoodie. So it looked like he had 2 heads for a bit there. You know, that was weird. But anyway. She's definitely not going to attempt to sell it again because it came back to her, obviously. She's that type of person, right?
Yeah.
So, I've got 1 box, and I'll have to reach out to my person today. I meant to have well, I think we call it sunflower bucks.
Yeah, I like something.
Bucks more. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do with her package, because it may actually be delayed going out until tomorrow instead of today.
Well, today's not supposed to be much of a business day. Today's supposed to be more of a relaxation. You did seatbelt a box in the vehicle, which means you do not want it to get broken while in transit with me. Because of my driving, right? Oh, yeah.
See, it's not everybody's.
Yeah, sorry, Kraken. We're kind of in that little spot out here where it does that. It'll jump in and out.
Yeah, give me a minute.
But we live in rural Kansas.
Give me a minute. It should clear up when we come up over this ridge. Yeah, I forget about that. Between exit 303 and exit 313, the reception's bad. So I might have to go out and come back in. But if I do, I do. This stuff's like usually very, very green, but it is November.
Last year at this time, there was feet of snow around us.
I know, right? I'm surprised we didn't got snow yet.
It's coming next week. Next Thursday.
Tell your parents to keep it, please. Like, legit.
Someone can keep it. We keep up with the rain. I'd be good with that, even with the cold rain.
Anyone getting snow ahead of us needs to keep it with them. I'm good with you keeping it. You don't have to share it.
Yeah, you think you saw a guy pumping sunlight in where we're all at. Like 3 days. No sunlight. It was just cloudy, drizzling, nasty. And then we had, yesterday, the sun was out all day, but the wind was blowing out of the north, something fierce. And today, it's actually pretty decent. I mean, it's chilly, but...
Dude, I got slides on, but I got some socks on, but they ain't thick enough. I might have to pick some more socks up when I'm in Kansas City. These two old guys I know in the Kansas City area, they're estate selling today, y'all. I don't know if they ever messaged back and gave where these estate sales are.
No, they haven't yet.
But I'll tell you what, that's cool, that's cool. Well, we're gonna catch up with them, I'm telling you. I know what I'm bringing back from our trip today, for sure. I've got 2 merch bags with me. They're not big merch bags, but they're merch bags. It's what I could do. Let's see, what else? What else? Okay, we're at exit 311, so reception should be getting better. Yeah, I forget, like from exit 313 to 303, reception gets rough, and I know part of it's the ravines and all that, but some of it no doubt has to be because of the proximity we are, which is why we're usually on Wi-Fi, which of course affects everything when we're being jammed. That's why if I'm ever live or in chat zone, like my neighbors are jamming my frequency, I don't mean my neighbors like literally next door to me. I mean the ones 200 yards from me.
Yeah, when they train, a lot of times they'll jam even the cell phones out. We went to bed at night where we had no Wi-Fi in our house because it was blanked out, and our cell phones had emergency service only when we went to bed.
But we've always had emergency service.
Right.
We've never been completely without that. So, you know, it's just a trade-off of what happens when you live by any military installation. It doesn't matter branch. Let's see what else. Oh my goodness, y'all. So, check this out. If you bought from me, if I've invoiced you and you paid me for at least one invoice cycle, you are eligible to build a box with me if you would like. The way the build a box is going to work. Let's get past exit 303. This is Manhattan, the Little Apple exit.
Pretty close actually, Kraken. Really close. Kraken said my speed test says you're going 77.
What in the? Hey, I'm a little less than I usually am on this. Just saying, from the gas station, not the one we're stopping at, but the first gas station y'all see on this highway into Topeka. I had 30 minutes to get to an appointment, and I had them there in the parking lot in 28 minutes. I am not giving the disclosure of the speed I was going. I will say I wasn't the only one going that speed, so I didn't create my own traffic.
Oh, and didn't adjust for lag. You were pretty spot on.
No, you're pretty spot on. I'm 76, 77. Could be 78, depending on if we're on a downhill. But I have my cruise control set, because when I get to talking, I may as well have AC/DC on. I'm telling you, because I don't pay attention. It's not hard in my vehicle to get from 0 to 90 in a few seconds.
Now, this van flat out gets up and moves, especially on the highway.
But it drives like an SUV.
Yeah.
So we will have a couple little cutouts. We will come back and we'll tell you. This may be one of them. Oh, look, we're in Riley County again.
And the counties here are weird. They all kind of follow the landscapes. Like you'll go from one county into another county, and then just 5 miles down the road, you'll cross back into the original county you were in.
Yeah, Pot County, if you look at old county maps, it was really, really small. Pot County actually consumed multiple counties as far as to get to the size it did now. Pot County is another one that lacks some resources, but they do have more resources than the county we just came out of. And that's just because of where it lands and because of how it's operated. You know, counties only are as strong as the people running them. In Kansas, I mean, I don't think it's just a Kansas thing, because I know it's definitely a Colorado thing too. When you elect an official in, if they're elected while they're young, so say late 20s, early 30s, they may do their damnedest to hold that seat, whatever it is, until they're pushed out or die. Even if they're running it like donkey. Well, I can't say that word on here. Yeah, you get the measure.
So I had to go into my phone, follow chat, because we had someone come in that I'd never seen before and put something political, so I just removed the message. I didn't block the guy, I didn't time him out or nothing, in case they were a real person.
Yeah, anyone new to me, because that's important, because I've got more followers than I ever had 2 weeks ago. Politics are off limits in my chats. Talking about the military, you better use discretion, because I'm a military mom. I'm not going to even pull a branch there.
Hi Lisa, yeah, we're heading to Kansas City.
We're headed to Kansas City today. I took a off day. I meant to have an off day on Sunday. It did not happen. I had to be the HR person. Plus every other role I do on and off screen.
So today also kind of covers celebrating my birthday a little late, because it's the first day I've had off since my birthday.
It is, isn't it?
It is. And the amount of hours that I've been working.
Welcome in. Yeah, we're going to Kansas City today, and who knows from there. I'm definitely going to source in Kansas City today, but I already have items for my backdrop that I'm bringing back.
Thanks, Lisa. It was Sunday.
Yeah, it was Sunday, but thank you, honey. Now, Lisa, I got a question for you. You can answer it. You can be like, no. I know you're a toddler. You don't have to put the age in, because that's not what I'm asking. Do you work full-time too? There's a reason why I'm asking. Well, it don't matter if you work full-time or part-time outside the home. Do you work outside the home? You can answer that here. You can message me later. It's fine. You don't have to. Whatever your comfort level is. The reason why I'm asking is the other night, and I don't remember whose chat it was. It's probably the one I go into and do my penny increments in, because it's not penny bit. Well, I guess it technically would be, but it's not penny auctions, but my increments are usually in pennies. That's where I think I've seen it, but I might be wrong. I've been in a lot of chats in the last few days.
Me, not so much. Kind of taking a little bit of time off. I
think you said that you were going to work, or you were getting off of work, or maybe you were even doing something as a mom. I don't remember.
And Kraken, you might have nailed it off of the broken white lines, except for they're pretty messed up.
Kraken sent?
Oh, it said it
He
probably
said
would have
them,
nailed it if, would have counted the...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because, you know, there was a time...
Oh, everyone loved the birthday video. I actually showed it to our person last night.
So, yeah, why I told Kraken that in a text, because Kraken has my personal cell phone number. No, he'll never give it out, no matter how much you pay him, or offer to pay him. So, just full disclosure on there.
Hi, Southern Belle. Sorry, I was busy reading.
Welcome in, Southern Belle.
We're just driving down the road today.
I will tell you, this family has a lot of fronts they're having to face right now, and all but one of them are not something of their own making.
Hi, Jennifer.
Meaning they are under soft orders right now. I can't say anything past that. But you know, anyone signs up for the military, no matter what branch, you always are aware that those orders do come.
So Kraken says buck and go on Stephanie's phone number.
Yeah.
No, basically saying, all right, starting it at $1. Let's go.
Buck and go. Let's see how far up it's gonna go.
And you did hear me tell Jennifer hi, right?
Oh no, I did not hear you say Jennifer. And there's Claudette too. Hey Jennifer, hey Claudette. So we're just, I want to get on and chat. I know there's other auctions. There are, what I mean by that, I know there's live shows and auctions today. I will ask you, if you're only on one device and cannot pull tabs, please go into those chats, do the thumbs up, do the hellos, heys, whatever y'all typically do. Go in and support those channels. Don't take time away to be here, because we're going to be here for another hour and a half or so.
Hi, Ashley. Ashley Reed.
Ashley Reed is a cool cat. She is getting a wrench. Jennifer's going to get a wrench. We're not doing wrenches today unless you know how to do it.
I don't know how to do it from my side,
So we're going to ask Jennifer about that, just not in chat today.
I mean, I know it has to be done through yours.
No, you should be able to give wrenches. Or is it
No, it's the only
it's
the person that owns the channel.
It's the channel owner?
Yeah. I just know that from other groups where they've gotten people's information and said we can't give you a wrench until the person that owns the channel comes back.
Okay.
So.
Well, some people are gonna get wrenches before others, and it's not to create waves or create drama or anything else. It's going to be a comfort level thing with me. So if I don't know you, you're new to me, I'm not familiar with you in other chats, we're going to get to know each other before you get a wrench. Now that can be over the course of a few days, or it can be longer. Some people may never get a wrench, and I'm not saying that now as far as anyone that comes in, I mean in the future. Some people may never get a wrench. I think everyone that's active in my chats, regardless of what day, are all wrenchable at this point.
Yeah, Southern Belle, yeah, less wrenches is always safer. And
But
we kind of need some help, like, you know, when you do get them trolls that come in and just bombard you, one person with a wrench makes it a little harder to chase them off.
The only hesitation I have with giving anyone a wrench other than someone I could smack in the head, yeah, I said it, is if someone was to misuse it. Because I've heard stories about this person not liking that person. I'm not talking about anyone in general, so don't worry about that, y'all. Just, okay? And this has been multiple other channels, not everybody that we jump into, so this is other places to go to. They've had the same problem where people have conflict and they all have wrenches, and one will go in and delete the other person's comments even in real time.
Jennifer says the worst you can do is hide someone.
That was the other thing Jennifer was hiding.
Oh yeah, it'll be Jennifer. We've got a few others.
So Jennifer, Jennifer.
I'm trying to keep like the auction channel owners off because I feel it's a conflict of interest if you start adding people that have auction channels.
So as far as mods, even if they're going to take a break. So I don't know if she's here yet. I haven't seen her and I can't look at my screen and drive safely. I can glance at it once in a while. But, so the two mods for sure that are getting wrenches, and that's because of who they are as individuals, not just who they are in chats. Not because who they are in another channel, but because who they are, because they don't change. That's going to be Jennifer. She will get a wrench. Hey, 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 American honey.
Yeah, we'll check the tires when we get up here to the gas station. Lisa, Stephanie's driving. I don't have a whole lot on.
Yeah, we need to check our tire pressures.
Well, I know on your little display up there it's showing 2, or it was last night, and I know one of those is always going to show because.
So it's showing the right driver's side and it's showing the left back one. So yeah, that would explain why.
I think the left back one's the one with the busted TPMS sensor. There's one of them with the sensors busted in.
So this is two folks that are getting wrenches, and that's because of who they are, no matter if they're in other channels, no matter if they're not modding, they don't change who they are. And they are the same people off a screen, off of YouTube. And that is Jennifer Haynes. There's an N in her name, right? Hayes or Haynes.
Well, it's not the idea that she's going to actually be modding, but...
No, it's not for modding purposes. It's so then if we need help and she jumps in, we're being...
just proactive with it. And yeah, Tina, pretty much we've decided that...
anyone... channels that sell 9 out of 10 of them will not have wrenches. 1 or 2 might, but if they do, it's for help only. Yeah. So no, and so it is Hayes there. I'm terrible with names. So like Jennifer, I know her by Jennifer. I know her last name's an H, and I know what she looks like because no matter what platform she's on, she's identifiable. And the only reason why she's getting a wrench isn't for her mod purposes. But there's been times where I've needed assistance and she has that capability. The problem is she had to walk me through those technical difficulties without having a wrench. Thankfully, she's got enough experience, she knew how to do it.
You know, it's like, I'm getting better at the actual modding thing, but I don't know anything about YouTube or anything like that. All right, Kraken, no big deal. Like I said, we're going to be on the road for a while.
Yeah, we're going to be on the road for a while. Thank you for stopping and Kraken Mary for me. I love that lady.
I don't know when we're going to be doing the wrenches. It's something that we've been talking about.
So I don't know when we're going to be doing the wrenches. I think it's going to be a Monday thing when Jess, the Butterfly Queen, and I are on. We'll see. Hey, Mr. Trooper. They're coming up close to me, he's going faster, so I'm just saying. Anyway, the other person that's getting, and now I know she is taking a break, so I don't know how often she's ever going to be on the platform. But I know her from another platform. And there's a lot of things y'all gonna start
I'm not sure what we're going to actually call the Monday show with Jess, because it's not just going to be Jess.
Yeah, right now it's Jess because I can trust Jess because I can, well, within 15 minutes I can pop her in the head if she does something wrong. I'm just being honest. And it's not that I don't trust other resellers. We just gotta figure out where, like, how we all mesh. And I don't want to run any, like, relationship because maybe we won't mesh and we find it out on the first try. But, so Mondays, we are going to, probably after the first of the year, may happen sooner, I don't know,
we haven't really come up with a cute name for the show yet. I mean, got some ideas, throw them in the chat.
Yeah, you can throw ideas.
You seem to always come up with some pretty decent ideas, so.
I love Southern Belle and her ideas, for real.
Oh, yeah.
She has some pretty incredible ones.
Rest area tire pressure. Yeah, actually, there's a gas station.
No, there's a gas
here.
station we're going.
It's got some of the cheapest gas coming down the interstate, so as long as we got enough to get from our village there, then.
Yeah, we got 73 miles. I can make it into Topeka, but I do need to check my tire pressure, so we're going to stop.
Yeah, I'm driving right now my vehicle that I drive back and forth.
No, do not tell anyone that. Do not tell them you've been driving on a donut for over a week.
Well, you know, all I gotta do is make it to work and make it home. I mean, don't go anywhere else other than that.
So, Mr. Stephanie, we do need to get a new tire for your vehicle. And that's not easy up here. Now, if we were down by Wichita, I could get...
I've got a tire for it. I just got to get it mounted.
So you need to get it mounted? That's like $8.
No, it's like $30.
What?
It's 25 bucks a month.
I got this cool chick. I'm gonna hit her up to be like, hey, can you get a hold of so-and-so? I cannot drop their name on here. It's a public forum. And can we work something out? I am not paying $30 for it to be mounted. Wait, didn't you check Walmart? Is that a Walmart price?
Yeah. Yeah, Jennifer, we've had vehicles that we've drove on 3 or 4 different off-size tires with them being bald. Last year after we moved up here.
We moved up here to the Flame Hills on bald tires, y'all. I did mention it in one of my Chit-Chats before, and it's not to draw attention, so don't. But when I tell you, hey...
I didn't even see it, Belle. Hold on. Sales to put the sunshine in your day, or sunflower sales.
Sunflower
sales hit. Sorry, I didn't even see it, Belle. I was looking away for a minute. Looking at the actual scenery as we were driving.
No, you were... Mr. Stephanie overlooked your comment, honey. I can't reach that right now. I have to glance and look at it really quick.
Now, Tina, they're actually, when we moved up here, we were coming up to pay for our place from where we were at in the bottom part of Kansas. And
why'd we end up like that, though? You need to explain that first. If you're going to go there, you may as well explain how we got there.
Okay, so I ended up with a really bad mouth infection from a bad tooth. Come to find out, it's caused from having the Widowmaker heart attack. I was dead on the table, so my blood flow was taken from my teeth to the rest of my organs. So I'm going to eventually end up losing every tooth in my mouth.
And we're telling you this to be transparent, not for attention.
So when we moved up here, I had been out of work for over 6 weeks due to having tubes coming out of my neck and everything else to drain. Ended up, basically broke because you're not pulling any income.
Our supplemental insurance deemed it.
I had paid for Aflac. I will never pay for Aflac again. Anyone ever says anything about Aflac, I will flat out tell them that is the most junk company I have ever dealt with in my life. When they talked all this big money that I would get if something stupid happened and I got hurt or ended up in the hospital, I saw less than $200 from them, and I had paid in well over $1,000 to them. And every time I turned something in, they just told me it didn't qualify because I'd had a heart attack before that.
Which they knew when they signed him up.
Oh, yes, Southern Belle, thank you. Steph worked so hard on that intro. She actually, like 3 or 4 nights in a row.
Actually, it was 5 nights, but 3 in a row, you're right.
Hadn't even come to bed till 3 in the morning. Because, I get up at extremely early hours because I have to open a restaurant.
All right, let's get gas and then we'll check tire pressure.
But, yeah, so we ended up moving, and we had scrounged enough money over a few months to be able to afford our down payment.
All right, just a second. You're skipping over something.
All right, well, you tell the story. Give me your card.
We had funds to stay afloat while Mr. Stephanie was sick and recovering. My thing is in there.
Oh, yeah.
I need my other phone, wherever it is.
It's under my leg, digging it.
Yeah, because I'm going to have to send money from there. Anyways, we went through all the money we had. And, we were broke. So we ended up couch surfing. And because before Thanksgiving that year,
how much you put?
30, wait, let's see, I'm on E. Let's do the full 37 I've got right here without having to borrow. 37, pay to Mr. Stephanie, fuel. Give me a second, y'all, because I gotta send this over to him. I can't spell fuel today. I still can't. I'm just put gas. Anyway, hopefully I sent it to the right one. Yes, I did. Okay. Anyway, so while Mr. Stephanie was recovering, and he wasn't cleared for 6 weeks, he actually went back to work early. We talked with the specialist and asked for him to be released to go back to work, because we couldn't even afford groceries. And so the Thanksgiving before Mr. Stephanie got sick, this March was a year where he almost died, a year ago. So the Thanksgiving before, not this last Thanksgiving, this Thanksgiving will be 2 years. So 2 years ago, our house was inspected, our electrical box, because of the type of electrical box our townhouse had. During inspection, they realized that it had arced several times. And so they took our box. We couldn't afford to have the electrical replaced at that time. And we were optimistic we could. Well, Mr. Stephanie got sick in March of the following year. So from November to March. We were staying out at my grandma's because she was a widow. So Mr. Stephanie and I stayed in a pop-up tent camper. We made walls for it. We stayed through that Arctic freeze in that camper that year. And our 2 disabled adult children stayed in the house with my grandma. That way, her house is an old farmhouse. There isn't a whole lot of space. So I didn't want her to feel like we were taking it over. And so he gets sick in March. He's out of work for 6 weeks. Our extra insurance refused, other than it's like $198 is what they paid out. Everything else, they denied us.
Is your card not on?
I sent the money to you.
Oh, well, that would have been nice to know. You gave me the card.
Shh. See, I don't know.
Here's your card. Do something with
Just,
that.
I sent it to you because you were going in.
Alright. It's all good. I have to turn mine on because it was off.
Alright, yeah. It's 37 to you.
Okay, I'll be back.
Alright. And, of course, my grandma was in her first year of being a widow. So having someone there really benefited her. And then Mel got sick. Mr. Stephanie. I call him Mel, but obviously Mr. Stephanie. There was other family interfering with the whole situation. We didn't take advantage of my grandma. My grandma did not want for anything while we were there. And so when he got sick, before he was released from the hospital, the specialist team, because he had a whole team. He had an infection control team, everything, because he almost died of sepsis. It took a mixture, a combination of 3 different antibiotics through an IV to get that under control. So the CDC for Kansas, yeah, he still has that team. They said, listen, he's got drains in his neck. They have to stay open. You have to be in an environment that cannot contaminate this stuff.
Something for you now.
You did not.
I did.
You did not.
I did.
How'd you do that? I only give you $37, and that costs $9.99 before tax.
Because I have money too, remember?
Thank you. I'll have to show y'all this. I should probably wait for my next live, but I'll show you.
I'm getting in where
Look,
it's warm.
I've got a magnet. The tornado, that's where we're at.
You turned your light on.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
How did I turn my light on?
I don't know.
Look, the magnet. I can hold it up and show y'all where I shipped from.
About right where the dot is.
The tornado. The towns are wrong. If you look at where Manhattan is, we are not that close to 81. But see, so where the tornado is, here, let's see if it'll focus. All right, and Kansas City is all the way to the right. That's where we're going today. I've been wanting one of these, y'all. I've been wanting one of these, but
I walked in there and they had a big old sunflower that was like this,
but
and then they had those.
But I wanted this one.
Yep. And you'll have a full tank of gas.
And I wanted this one because it actually, I can tell people where the tornado is. And I think I know why it shows the way it does is because post is right there to the left of the tornado. So, oh my goodness, he didn't have to do that. I mean, he really did not have to do that. So anyways, so it posed an issue with, I couldn't go back to my grandma's and stay in the pop-up. I mean, it was hard-walled, y'all. I'll show that a different day. And we made hard walls for it. We had windows, we had insulation, but it wasn't enough to keep him in a dust-free environment. And he almost died from the very infection that took my mom in 2020. So I want you all to know, it was difficult for me. Choosing to go completely homeless is not something I recommend for anyone. But, so that's what happened. So we ended up couch surfing, sleeping in a mattress on the floor. Firecracker, slept in the living room, no matter usually where we were. On the floor. Yeah. Not directly on the floor. We had a futon mattress for it. But still, she didn't have her own space for months. Her only request, no matter where we ended up, was for her to have her own bedroom. She was ready just to have a space of her own again. And so we saved for months. Because we had expenses. You know, you can be homeless and still have a mountain of expenses, especially when you're recovering from an illness that almost killed you.
Oh, yeah. American Honey said, tires.
Tire shit. Yeah, I'm going back. Thank God for Tina.
Yeah, we'd have been all the way into Topeka and been like, oh yeah.
We were supposed to do that. All right, now I gotta find it. I think it's on this side. See, y'all give us, y'all do so much more than you realize. And I know y'all don't take credit for it, and I know it probably makes y'all feel the way it does me when someone brings attention, because you don't do any of it for the attention.
There's right here.
Oh, right there. Oh, look, it's probably even free.
It is. Let's do
Wow.
gauge, so.
Well, just eyeball it. At least till we get to Topeka. Alright, so we're getting tired now. I love y'all. And I don't say that lightly. So many of y'all have no idea. I mean, if you've ever dealt with addiction or lived someone with an addiction, you get it. But this year, for so many reasons, has been harder for me. And a lot of it's probably because I lost my cousin Brian. For the last 10 years up till that point. Not that he replaced my dad, but he filled a role. He was my best friend in so many ways. He was the person I could call and talk to about anything. Even if we weren't in the same states, he would drive to check on me. He would drive hours to check on me. And then the last few years of his life, we were really close. And so when he died in January, the same week my other account was hacked, it just was a bad space for me. And this year has showed me so many reasons on the hard days of why I should just maybe have a lapse. But I'll tell you what, I jump into YouTube and American Honey will be on and she'll be selling with someone. And her contagious smile and genuine personality and love and care and the attention to detail will change the way I feel. Jennifer just acknowledging people in chats as they come in. She drops everybody's links, but that she can. But that,
they're all right at pressure now.
There's Marjorie, there's all of you, okay? I'm not going to be able to shout out all of you today. I'll make a special video for that. But a good one, a fine example is Nana Teak last night. Y'all, I was live and I only meant to be on for an hour and a half.
Huh.
Oh, it's because I was running over those.
Yeah.
It felt like I had,
like I blew in a bubble.
Like you blew up one of my tires. I'm going, I didn't hear nothing. Lord have mercy me. That would have made the day interesting.
All right, go ahead with what you're saying.
But Nana Tink, so she was on and she knew I was going to raid her. So I had intentions of just going over just a little bit on her time. But some things evolved in my life that kept me there longer. And I thought about it afterwards and I'm like, oh my goodness. But you know what? It is what it is. And sometimes things just have to be said.
We luck out on this gas station. It's probably the cheapest gas on the interstate up here in Kansas. $3.15 there. Wow.
So this one here, so 24/7 is usually where I stop. When I'm going to Topeka, it's where I stop if I need gas or I'm going to need gas because it's usually 20 cents cheaper a gallon. And then when I do my medical trips once a month, I stop at our midway point, which I obviously won't state that location just for safety reasons.
The price you saw on the signs with debit purchase, if you use like a credit card or run it without a PIN, it will charge you. It's like $2.67, it's like 20 cents more. But yeah, we're actually what, like $2.69 I think is where we're actually at on most gas stations and regular unleaded.
Yeah, we're $2.69 in the village right now. And the village is usually cheaper, but Junction City south, so it's across the river. It's south of Post, so it's a true, no matter what branch, it's a true military town just outside gate. So typically I won't film there openly either, and not because I can't. It's a respect thing, and the fact is, I do have military moms that we became military moms together, whose kids serve actively right now next door to me.
So we would go full screen, except for the phone that she's actually streaming from won't let me turn it. And someone said the other day, and I want to say it was in, I think, Johnny's morning show.
I think it was Johnny's.
That said something about there's a setting in YouTube once you turn that phone to fix it, but we haven't messed with it.
Well, you know, we're going to see some cool old guys. Maybe I could ask them.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when September 11th happened, and gas prices, you know, right after the gas stations gouged everybody, prices dropped to below $1 a gallon, and we thought we were living on top of the world. And then, you know.
So what's that, like, boot that is on top of the shock? Is that like a strut?
Well, the struts are your front ones. They have a big spring that the shock sits inside.
Alright, well.
Yes, it needs new struts on it.
Mine like just now, I think I need a new strut on that side, because that's what it feels like.
You need a new strut on both.
Well, I imagine so, and they're sold in pairs, aren't they?
Well, no, you can buy them singly, but you put them on in pairs.
Why would you, alright, I can see buying them singly, but why would you put them on separately? Never mind, I'm sure there's a reason. I mean, there's times where we can afford to do
drill. That's kind of always been my thought with, we got the natural resources here, just drill. I don't know what I was saying there.
Well, struts.
Oh, yeah, so the struts, you replace both, and to get the ones with the springs already loaded on them cost you about $40 more a strut.
Of course it does.
But my fingers are worth that $40 a strut.
So we're going to be out $40 extra a strut, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I value all 10 digits on my hand.
So I do have to start selling soon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess I better start bringing all the today.
Yeah, my van's like worse than anything. My van going down the highway, all I hear is wah! And it didn't do that until I put the new tires on it. So I'm guessing the tires I got weren't really meant for highway use.
Hey, who all was in Nana Tinks last night when she showed the box that I sent her?
I don't know. There was a lot of people.
There was a lot of people. I think Jennifer was in there.
But,
y'all, and I think Nana Tink did tear up a couple times. I know she did with Alfonso. Am I saying him right?
Yeah. Yeah, I just turned the phone, it throws a thing up on her screen that says, please turn the phone back.
Oh, no.
Orientation is locked, rotate device back. Is what it says.
Yeah.
don't know, it's something we can mess with later when we're not, driving down the road. I mean, it goes to sideways when I turn it that way on the camera, even though it yells at you on your phone. You just can't see chat.
Yeah, but look at your screen when you do it. Make sure it doesn't look like I'm going the opposite way.
It looked right.
All right, then do it.
You just won't be able to see your chat.
I don't need to see my chat. You can tell me it's like you told me something about suggestions again.
Well, it wasn't intentional.
I know.
I didn't do too much.
I was trying to get you help, but, Alright, make sure it looks right on your screen.
When I turn my screen back on, because I hit the power button. Yeah. Still louder. Oh, we may not have reception for a minute, guys.
Yeah, you're gonna...
Yeah. But yeah, it's turned, but...
No, but if they're on screen, you could turn yours, but they can't turn theirs.
I
They're
know,
turning their heads. Dude, you can't do that to them.
Well, we're trying to figure it out. It'll be something to mess with when we get to Kansas City.
If you have to turn your phone to see it, right?
Jennifer says it's great if I turn my phone sideways.
Lord help.
Touch the tiny 4-corner icon.
Probably that right there. It's in the middle, underneath the microphone. Lord, that's one button. That's normal. Oh boy, here we go. Adventures with... No, you're in the wrong thing there. Alright, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Oh my goodness.
Oh, messages. Alright, we'll just leave it alone for right now.
Yeah, just listen. Hey Myra, welcome in. We are on our way to Kansas City today. Here's your friendly reminder, everybody. If someone is live right now, that you're used to going in and supporting.
We're just on the road driving. Felt like being live doing it.
And if y'all haven't went in, hit their thumbs up. Please do. Go in, say hey, say hi, say hello, say hola, say whatever you do, please. Because I will tell you, you are missed in chats if you're hanging out with me.
Hi, Angela.
I'm not selling right now, so it's saving people money, but
And Jennifer says, no, I'm good here.
I just want to put that disclosure because anyone that matters isn't gonna mind that y'all are here. And I don't mind that you're here. I just at least go in and do the thumbs up and say hi, please. If you don't have the capability of having tabs.
That's awesome, Southern Belle. Southern Belle says it's fun being on a road trip with you. It's like we're riding along with you in the back seat.
I know, right? It's kind of why I did it. So I'm like, how can I do it? Because there have been 5 or 6 channels in the last 2 weeks that have told people, hey, take us along with you. Now, I can't take you everywhere with me because I do a lot of things on Fort Riley. And I just can't film that. But this stuff I can do. So,
yeah, Myra, are we there yet?
are we there? She went there. So Myra, do not have to put it in chat. And I shouldn't have singled her out. Anyone who connects with me on social media, if I've not accepted your friend request yet, you probably went to the wrong Facebook. I do have 2. One of them is my Facebook that chronicles my whole sobriety. It started after I got sober and we moved back to Kansas. It was hacked. the first week of January of this year. When I was able to get it back.
You'll have to hold it, Myra. I'm sorry. Said she needs to pee.
Go pee, honey. Go pee. I'll wait.
They're on a road trip with us.
Oh. Lord.
Our oldest son used to be famous for that. You could get going down the road, you'd stop at a gas station. Does anyone need to go to the bathroom?
No,
I'm good, but I need something to drink. And he would get a drink, and we wouldn't make it 5 minutes back down the road. He'd be like, we gotta pull over, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Hey, you remember when we went to Jess's graduation and we stopped in Missouri in the cornfield so people could use the bathroom?
Yeah.
And our youngest soldier, who wasn't a soldier at that time, jumped out and I didn't know it. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So I was left him in the cornfield. Oh wait, speed limit dropped. I only know that because by the time I get to the sign, I know it is dropped. And aside from that, we're in road construction a little bit. And Mr. Stephanie and I have that history of being road construction people too.
Yeah, we did the flagger thing for a while.
We did that for a while.
It was actually a lot of fun till you're there and families die on the side of the road.
Especially when you were the one that ever went to CDOT and told them the speed's too fast, someone's gonna die. And that was on, we were on Tuesday, Wednesdays at that time?
Yep, and it happened on Thursday.
And we were scheduled, they wanted us to do Thursday too, and we couldn't do it. Because it was up by Denver. Well, it was up by Lyman. And Lyman's 88 miles from Denver.
See, look at Belle. She's even scooting over to make more room in the back seat.
Woo-hoo! I got room for everybody. Even if we gotta get a bigger vehicle. Yeah, I took CDOT, because we were in Colorado at the time. We would drive, from southeast Colorado to Lyman was supposed to be, 2.5 hours? And we made it an hour and a half every day. Yes, I knew the state trooper people. The thing was, if they caught us out on the road, we had to understand they had a job to do. Friendship was last.
Emporium Tours by the Steffs, Belle says. And Jennifer goes, you say Salina? Actually, there is a Salina, Kansas.
There is a Salina, Kansas. It's 45 minutes.
And then when we were in Colorado, there was a Salida. But yeah, I've heard it pronounced Salina also, but they pronounce it over here in Kansas as Salina.
Yeah, Salina.
And Lisa, tells me she's on the roof. I've threatened to tie my kids on the roof before.
So, explain when we went to Jess's graduation so people understand why I do a lot of what I do. Explain to them how packed our vehicle was.
Oh man, when we left Kansas to go over to
Missouri. We can't put the exact location.
For the graduation, we had our vehicle packed. What was there? 15 crock pots in our vehicle.
I don't know if I ever give any of those crock pots.
We had coolers, tables, everything strapped to our roof.
How much meat did we have?
Oh, that was coolers upon coolers of meat. We cooked, our hotel was Indian run, so anyone that knows, you go in, there's that smell that the Indian run hotels
from their
have.
Spices.
From the curry.
Yeah, curries.
That whole hotel smelled that way. When we checked out, it smelled like an American barbecue had went off, like an Applebee's had went off in that hotel, because we cooked so much food in that room.
We did have a kitchenette in there, so, it was legal.
So Myra says she wants to go to the Castle Museum, and actually I know where a castle is here in Kansas, down in Wichita, and then there's, if you get to Colorado, you've got Bishop's Castle that is all hand-built up in the mountains up by Pueblo.
It's actually closer to right, and in the photo, that I posted today on my community page. Gizmo is sitting in the top for that castle he's talking about in Colorado.
Yeah.
It's called Bishop's Castle. You can look them up on YouTube.
It's neat. The guy's hand built the whole thing between him and his family.
And it's right.
Dad's buried on the property, and like what, 2 of his kids or something are buried up on the
There's
property.
at least 3 members of his family, including his dad, buried behind the castle.
There is a castle in California for illusion or sleight of hand shows. Now that'd be cool. See, I've never been to California yet.
Yeah, we've been to the East Coast. I was born and raised for almost 5 years, not quite 5 years, in Texas. Hence my roots. My mama's family goes back further than that. It is. That's a whole story in itself. Let's see. Kansas, where we're at, and where we're from in Kansas, is my daddy's side of the family. My grandma is still alive. She's a year younger than Marion. Hence why I love Marion. It's personal for me. It's not just because she brings great bargains. I can identify with Marion because my grandmother's only a year younger than that. Now, y'all don't tell Marion that, please, because I don't want to make it weird. Marion, by her own right, is an amazing person.
Lisa, I'm hungry. Are we going to stop for food?
When we get to Kansas City, I'm not. I packed.
And Mr. Steph might have packed snacks for us. Actually, I don't know if I've got anything to really snack on it.
Hey, let's show them what I got. Not the open one.
Yeah, I've got mine in my pocket.
I started that one at home. Here, show them this.
So we've got the.
You gotta pull it back.
Yeah, I gotta find the camera.
It's
The
0.
Pink high protein, 0 sugar bars. That's our snacks for right now.
Yeah, it's 20 grams of protein. So it's peanut butter. It's gluten free. It's low GI, whatever that means. It's 0 sugar.
Yeah, Marion always brings great items. And yeah, hamburger sounds good. You're right. We actually ate at our little burger joint last night.
The one that a lot get postcards
Right,
of.
the one that you guys all pretty much get postcards from.
Not everyone got those because I was out of them. And I had to restock them. I almost got more, but I was like, no, I've got to stock at home. And now I'm thinking I should have probably got more. So I'll probably get some the next time I'm in the Little Apple.
And Southern Belle says GI is gluten index.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know, we're still learning a lot of the health food stuff. You know, I went and cut my fat and cholesterol and stuff when I had my heart attack. And I never was really big on a lot of sugar anyhow.
No, but we did have a lot of sugar we didn't realize we had. There is so much stuff, y'all. Even unless you make it homemade scratch, there's a lot of sugar in the products that are pre-packaged. I'm not talking the processed stuff that you can just throw in the microwave. I'm talking even the premixes. There's a lot of sugar in there. Now, I know that sugar's not an issue for some of y'all. I want you to know the first 6 days of detox for me was like coming off a drug. The first 30 days I wasn't sure I liked myself. The 4th day I wasn't sure I liked Mr. Stephanie anymore. I'm being honest.
Hi, Unimagic.
Uni! Oh my god, y'all. Look in the photo I did of my background today. Okay? In the very back, you're gonna see a truck mat. It's a rug or something. I'm gonna just chop that up. Southern Belle can tell you because I got it from her.
So Southern Belle says chicken or Chinese food sounds good to her. And then Lisa asked how old you are because she's 39. I'm just turned a ripe old age of...
She's 39, so that means she was born in 85 or 6. You were born in 85 or 86, Lisa?
Said she's 39, so she hasn't answered yet.
I was born in 82, and I'll tell you why I don't.
85.
See? Hey, 85 was, let's see. I gotta count. So, 83, I'd have been 1, 84, I'd have been 2, 85. 85 was a good year for me. 86, not so much. That's where, all the stuff that I live with came from. So that's a story for another day, not a road trip. Here's the Kansas Turnpike. As you all can see, it says Kansas City.
It says Kansas City or Wichita. You can go either direction.
Yeah, we can go in either direction. Today it's not Wichita, even though I got people there too. Toll road.
You can't be that old, Tina. I'm sorry.
So Tina's...
I'm 46, so it's not like everyone's just in their 30s.
No, Tina's being honest. That woman is age 12. So the reason why I usually don't tell people my age, except if you go to my first solo, then you know when I was born, because I did it on my birthday, and I needed to do it on my birthday because my birthday for the last few years weren't it was a hard day for me. Both because I had already lost both of my parents, but a lot of things happened the day after I turned 40.
Myra says she wants tortellini or any good Italian restaurants close.
Well, our next stop's Kansas City, so we'll get... So Southern Belle said chicken or Chinese, and both are good. Let's see, what else? They're gonna scan my license plate.
Yep.
Alright, so the first piece of mail with a timestamp and hey, you gotta be this in so long. Just occurred. Because we went digital, what, a month? 2 months ago?
I view age as pretty much just a number. I think it's honestly how you feel and act. You know, I'm 46 now.
I'm 42.
You know, most of my close friends that I've made through life are 10 to 12 years older than me.
So, Firecracker, is still in high school. She is 18 now. She was born in 2006, so she's 18 now. She's still in high school though. She does her schooling online, but her school district is within walking distance if you can do a march from this location right now. So her school actually has an actual footprint in a school district in the state of Kansas. You'll only hear me refer to her on this platform as Firecracker because I am that mom that believes that her children, including bonus children and loved ones, are worth wearing orange over. Don't make me ever have to prove it because Lord have mercy.
Yeah, Myra, I have days that I feel like I'm 102 also.
This year's been rougher on my joints.
Yeah, well, mine, like, I don't know, the last couple weeks. We had 2 really hard weeks for work because we had what's called the Sunflower Game. It's when KU Jayhawks had the KSU Wildcats. Last year it was over here in Overland Park area.
Holy smuckers!
This year it was in Manhattan where KSU. So for like 3 weeks, you just run ragged at work trying to get everything prepped for all the huge catering.
Hey, I gotta ask a question. So
And then I had about a week's break where I was able to scale back and only work about 6.5, 7 hours a day. And then turned around and jumped back into about another 3 weeks because we had 2 home games back to back. This Saturday's the last one. And then we jump right into Thanksgiving and we smoke whole turkeys for Thanksgiving. So they take about 4 hours to smoke. So during that week, I literally run you know, turkeys from the point I get there to the point I leave at 3 or 4 in the afternoon when I get there at 6 or 7 in the morning.
And what's the retail on that wanted to order if they wanted to? Just say
$75 a turkey or $100 for 2 sides and the turkey.
And how many turkeys is the company covering for our Thanksgiving basket?
They're doing 2.
And then, I don't know just once it known, but y'all need to know just how many Jess is. Jess is purchasing a turkey, so there's actually going to be 3.
So, let me go back up and read here, because I'm kind of, you know.
Jess is at
And yes,
one.
tiramisu, that sounds really good, actually. I haven't had that in ages.
Hey, did the speed limit change when we get on the turnpike? Just asking,
I'm
because
not
this
sure.
traffic is going faster.
No, it's...
Maybe that's how I get to Kansas City so quick.
Unimagic says, physically, I am old. Mentally, depends on the day. That's kind of me. That's kind of me all the way. Jennifer says she just got a new hip, so she's feeling a lot better with the aches and pains department.
Hey, let's stop there for a minute. Did I hear that correct in Dawn's channel today? The day after you had hip replacement surgery, you jumped into a hot tub?
Actually...
It was a public hot tub.
Why would you go into a public hot tub? Alright, so, and then Belle says, oh, Sunflower Day, that sounds like a name of a channel anniversary celebration. Yeah, the Sunflower Game happens every year. It's just because you have 2 universities literally an hour and a half apart.
What universities are those?
Well, it's KU, Kansas University.
Oh,
and
the
then,
one we just passed?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
KSU. So yeah, they hold this big thing, and this year it was done obviously on ESPN. So part of the catering we did was to feed the whole ESPN crew. So I can honestly say I got to feed a national televised company with the food that I personally cooked. It was kind of cool. All right.
So
Going here.
so take a moment for a second. Okay, you know the first territorial capital is swine. So the first territorial capital in Kansas is less than what we decide 6 clicks from our house.
Something like that.
And clicks is a real thing. You have to look it up. It's a military term.
The turkey takes right at 4 hours. Now brisket, at our work we cook brisket, takes 16 to 18 hours because it cooks overnight and cooks at about 170 all night, and then I come in, turn up the smoker to 250.
See, you know, they moved the territorial capital because Kansas was coming in as a free state to the Union. We just passed the exit.
And Jennifer says, sorry, go ahead. I was reading.
We just passed the exit, or will, because I couldn't see the other sign, for where they moved it to.
Yeah. So Jennifer says, no, it was the lazy river at the Great Wolf Lodge. Anything, okay, I used to do tattoos. And we actually had an acquaintance one time that I did a tattoo on his leg. And it was a hatchet man. And it wasn't even 3 days later, he got together with his girlfriend and went and jumped in this hotel hot tub and set full-blown MRSA up in that tattoo. And I sat there and ripped his butt and told him, no, you never get in public waterways or rivers or anything until that skin's healed. And he tried to sit there and blame me, saying I got him infected with MRSA and all this. And it's like, no, you did that yourself by jumping in a public hot tub. I was just always taught, even with any surgery I've had, until the incision's completely healed, you stay out of public waters. Yeah, she went to the water park the day after. I mean, I'm sure the hot tub probably felt good, or, the lazy river or whatever, but...
Well, she was in the recovery room modding. I don't remember for who. I'll have to go back and look, 'cause I was in that chat. She was in the recovery room. She wasn't even in her regular room. She was in the recovery
Okay,
room.
well that makes more sense, Jennifer, because that's the only danger. I mean, as far as like being in a hot tub, that was so good after surgery. She had huge
waterproof.
Yeah, bandages over it.
Well,
I don't know what the plan for Monday's auction with Jess is going to be.
I've got to get with Jess because... So I brought some of my stones and minerals up, which of course encouraged Jess to do the same. Well, I chose the stones because A, I need to move them and get them sold, and B, she's usually showing her jewelry, and I didn't want to really be a conflict. Well, the stone she has, I can't compete with. Well, I could with a few, but they're in my private collection.
And yes, everyone, if you have not checked out Angela Isaac's Vintage and More, she has on Saturday nights, her and Jess are on.
She'll have to put the time because let's not screw up her.
Yeah, I'm not going to give.
I think it's 7. I think it's 7 Central. I only say that because I went live for our selling for neighbors in combat boots, and it was really hurry up and get it posted. And I just threw a dart in the air and put a time, not considering who all was going to be on. Now, most people don't have an issue with their channels being crossed, but some do. And I did hear about it in one form or another from other channels that did have an issue with it. Not because I was selling for our neighbors in combat boots, but because I did not take consideration at the time frame I was going into. And I did apologize, and I learned a lesson from it. It's the next exit.
So, Uni says that Jess does great packaging. She got her package today.
I told her she better.
Angela said the same thing. She got hers too. April YUD says, hello Stephanie, Mr. Stephanie, and everyone in chat. So hi April.
Hey April, that's April W.
White.
Right? Yeah. Hey April, I just want to make sure because, some people have the same name.
And Lisa says she mods for Belle, so, like whenever on Saturday, she couldn't come over to ours because
No, honey, and I didn't expect, I was not, by the time I realized I was crossing Southern Belle, it was too late to pull back.
And Myra said...
Now, with Jess and Angela's, I knew that morning I was crossing it. I actually had a FaceTime with Jess, and I cried my eyes out because they both matter to me.
Everyone on here that we've built connections with matter.
I went on later, but I actually needed an earlier time, and because I traveled for medical the day before, I needed to come on in the evening versus the afternoon because I knew it was going to be wore out.
So Myra says she got hers yesterday and hasn't opened it yet. She's got 11 packages yesterday.
Awesome. Well, I will tell y'all, if any of you ever have an issue with your packaging with Jess, reach out to her in email.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, I did tell her, hey, take your time to package because she works at 10 or more hours, at least 5 days a week, 2 weeks a month. Yes, 2 weeks a month. She has no day off because she has her military on top of what she already does for the military.
And then Angela says 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 o'clock.
7 Central, right? Okay, yeah. 7 Central.
Uni says, well, pile of goodies. To Myra. Belle says, yeah, she thought that they both went on at 7 on Saturday. Jennifer says, well, you can't help it. YouTube is for everyone. They could choose where they want to go, and that's it. We just try not to cross, when you build relationships with certain channels, that we try to jump in each other's chats and help support each other, even if we're not buying, just to get the chat rolling and get people moving in there so it's not just dead chat where it's just the mod putting in and nothing else. We try not to just mega cross those channels. Just because we're all there to support each other. You have your own little group of friends that you work with, like at work, It's the same thing with YouTube. We just try not to cross.
I mean, I do know I bleed over or whatever, one way or the other on other channels when I come on. That does not bother me, does it?
Well, and the idea is if we spend an average of 2 to 2.5 hours.
Yeah, on average.
If we go on an hour and a half or an hour before you do, yeah, that means we're going to be on at the same time as you, but that means we're going to end an hour into your show most likely, and then we can come over and help boost it at that hour, hour or so into it, when chat kind of slows down because, okay, the newness of the auction's kind of worn off, so let's all kind of sit back and we're doing whatever in the background. So, that kind of stuff, that kind of helps. All right, on Monday, I'll watch your auction before mine starts. Bell says timing will be great.
Yeah, my Monday is going to, at least for right now, stay the time block that's in. If I bleed over on someone else's time, and I do know I bleed over on channels, I want to be in their chats. But here's the deal, I have to do me, and these channels have told me to do it. They haven't said directly their time frames, but if I do, it's not going to hurt them.
Yeah,
I am aware, though, there are channels that are struggling, and that's the ones where I'm like, damn it! Yes, I said the word damn it.
Yeah, Tina, we try money's tight right now, especially going into the holidays.
What is she saying?
Said it's really appreciate us keeping her company. It's really difficult to talk to an empty room, and it is. I try not to, when I see the numbers drop like Steph's on, I try not to say nothing to her because it does affect you whenever you're sitting there at 9, 10 people and then all of a sudden you look and it shows 2. And it's like, really, am I still doing this for 2 people? But you're not. You're doing it for the experience. You're doing it for the exposure. You're doing it for the idea. People can come back and watch it and email you and say, hey.
And that's a big thing. Seriously, y'all, I'm not going to even lie. All right? A lot of people catch my replays because of drama on other channels. I'm not going to blast anybody. And I'm not going to give who emails me and who does it, whether it's on my email or another platform. Alright? But a lot of people, it's not just my channel, come back and watch replays and will email you and see if that item is still available and purchase it that way. Not because they don't want to support you while you're live, but there's a lot of lurkers. Lurkers are good for the most part. But some people lurk to see who's buying what from who.
Right. So Jennifer says there are more people that have yet to find your channel, which yes, we know that.
So Jennifer, you and I got to talk because actually there's a whole universe to YouTube. And I'm in their channels. I'm actually a member of a few. I do not share them out on my channel because I don't want the drama in certain neighborhoods impacting the business relationship I'm trying to build with them.
And then Angela says she has no mod. She just deals. I mod for stuff and that's it. I tried when we had Wonder Woman on because she has trouble seeing. I tried to mod for her, Steph, and Jess all at the same time, and holy cow, I gained so much respect for a mod through that. It wasn't funny. It's not too bad me just doing for Steph.
Or one other person.
Usually when Jess is on, I try to go and, at least write down the solds, and then I can send them a picture of that. That usually helps. Unimagic says we do what we do, and what works for us for times and stuff.
So Uni, if you haven't went over and checked out my community page today, there's a photo of part of my background. Look very closely by the owl. I know it doesn't do it justice, but I filled my glass item I got from you. What is it? Cornucopia?
The cornucopia?
Cornucopia. I knew I was going to chop the word up.
know, Lawrence is not in Sedgwick County. I'm not sure what county it's actually in.
So Lawrence
is
is
where
Shawnee.
KU is at. So
Lawrence is Shawnee County. I only know that because it's the school district that I am a part of.
And hi, Lindsay Ann. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump over you.
Lindsay Ann, welcome in.
Listening while getting work done. Fully understand.
All right. So this is, since we got more people in here, even if the numbers are down, if you send me a friend request on other platforms, and I have not, as of today, I have not accepted them, you have likely sent to the wrong, not that I don't have access, you've sent to an archive. Facebook, my old one is an archive only. I don't read whether they were hacked or not. They sent me a link in my private military family group. That one you're strictly vetted, because there's people of high rank I'll never be able to achieve their ranks because I've never sworn in to be in the military. They're in there, their families are in there, it's a safe zone. So if you ever are on my active Facebook and you hear about that group and I haven't seen your request, please don't take it personal. I have strict criteria. You've got families that are in it.
Myra says she don't let anyone pressure her on who she buys from. She goes, she walks away from an attitude like that.
And I'm going to tell y'all, alright, I am not going to put the full details out there, so I don't want them in chat, please. So if it sounds familiar, do not disclose that. I need to just open it up. I think Monday about gifts. Build a box I'm going to be able to give for a few people later. But I'm talking gifting to me. I appreciate the gifting to me. Okay, and for the most part, I accept it no matter what it is. However, there are a lot of resellers, and there's some I haven't been able to buy from yet. If ever you're selling on someone else's channel, and that channel owner reaches out to you because someone has gifted something to me, and I've politely told that channel owner, hey, I love the selling, I love the item, I cannot accept, and here's a brief description why. You handle it because you're the channel owner, you're the host. Please, if you have a problem with that, email me and we can discuss it in a different forum. Otherwise, if it ever happens, this has happened to me very recently, which is why I'm bringing it up. Please do not be offended. I promise you, I will pay for that item, so you won't lose the sale. If I can't purchase it that day, or even the next day, because sometimes I don't have the funds to do it, I will when I do. I hate dragging other people into drama that I really don't want to be in either.
Okay, so yeah, we're probably buffering. I noticed on my phone screen it went all pixelated and weird looking. I didn't know if it was my phone.
Hey, Baby Girl Vibes is in here.
Lisa, yeah, that's one that we were actually discussing. We got to figure it out, the logistics of it all.
What's that?
Southern Belle coming on with us on Monday.
So I
were discussing it last night.
So that'll be something else, because Mr. Stephanie mentioned something last night, but I wasn't quite prepared to address it last night. I can address a little bit here. I already have a list. I have followed most resellers since April. to theirs till at least June or July for their chats. I have a list of resellers. Some of them have been reselling for a while, a lot longer than I have. I have a list. That's why I'm saying it probably won't happen until after Christmas, because I want it to be as smooth as possible for everybody. Because for those that don't resell, hasn't done an auction, hasn't ever come on and sold with another channel, y'all, there's a lot of work that goes into it.
And yeah, you're right, Bill. It's something we, she told Lisa, let's not discuss this publicly. A lot of
it's fine, we can drop that.
We can drop that. It's
I'm not gonna go.
Eventually get to.
I'm not gonna give you the list of people who I have, but I can assure you, my Southern Belle friend will have a spot. But her and I, and what I mean by a spot, she's gonna at least have the opportunity to come on the Monday show once. My only struggle with opening it to anyone other than Jess. Jess is my kid, right? She knows I hold her higher than I hold the rest of you.
Of course, there's a few that I know wouldn't cause an issue.
I know who won't cause an issue, and that's the reason why they're on that list. That's not the issue. If we don't mesh, or something's amiss that day, I don't want it to affect our relationship off YouTube.
Right, and that's a lot of it.
And so that's my only real struggle, because there are a lot that I communicate with and have been communicating with, not for days, weeks, or months, but, months. On other platforms or even in emails. And I don't want that to change. I don't want to get where we're not talking because something didn't go right that's not in my control. And that's not directed at Southern Belle. I'm talking just in general for anyone.
Yeah, and we know it's our channel. Steph can put whoever she wants on there. Myra, I fully feel you on that. I have nerve pain and stuff also. I pray for you.
She having nerve pain again?
Yeah, nerve pain, muscle pain, and bone pain today.
Oh man, that combination never feels good. I have nerve pain I've lived with since 2003. I had a near fatal car accident I survived. The month after I had my youngest soldier, I broke my neck. Hence how I ended up on pharmaceutical pain meds, and it became addiction. It didn't immediately. It was something that happened after, thankfully, after I had all my babies.
And Uni says, to be honest, you have to start somewhere. You can't pick everyone to be on right away. And that's true. And that's a lot of it. We're just kind of, I don't want anyone to feel offended because
I chose
it's only
one
Jess
person
coming on and not anyone else right now. It is going to be, we just got to get there.
Yeah. Jess is on right now, so I get to expose now it's on. So she's my crash course in experience. And when something occurs that we maybe hadn't planned, because we really don't plan, she doesn't really discuss what she's bringing on, and I don't discuss what I'm bringing on because she knows I have a ton of stuff. And I really don't have restrictions on what you can bring other than it cannot be political. And I'm gonna have to put a restriction to some degree. I just have to figure out how to do it. Jeez, Christmas. Just don't put him on speaker, please. So that's my alarm has been that, my ringtone, since that kid was at basic training. So that's 2001, and I really need to change the ringtone because it startles me every time. But it's been that way, so in the event that I received a call and I was sleeping, right?
Sorry, you broke up.
I would receive, I wouldn't miss their call. Because I'll tell you, the one thing as a military family is to miss those phone calls. He knew that, but he said he might call, so it's okay. Just remind him I am live.
Oh, wow. You're not a speaker, so that idea ain't gonna work.
Oh, see, I know he's not speakerphone material for my YouTube.
But alright, dude. Well, I'm gonna let you go because we are driving down the road. I know,
Love
but
you.
I'm feeling everything. Love you. We'll talk to you later.
And yes, I am on call, not just with the boats that I raised, but anybody's, because I have a lot of military moms. I have a whole nother community.
They're in Overland Park.
Right now?
Well, an hour ago.
An hour ago? Overland Park's that way.
Well, it's
It's that way.
sorta. It's Kansas City.
I know, but so text them
Alright.
and be like, are you still in Overland Park? Because if so, I can drop off because I know that exit's going to be coming. But we got to get lunch.
Right.
And we got a lot of great suggestions on where we should eat, so.
Is there an Air Force base near here? Wichita, I think, is the closest Air Force base. There may be one over here on Missouri side towards Kansas City, but I'm not sure.
So I don't know Air Force wise, there is one in Wichita. It's McConnell. And then past that, I can't say with all certainty. My brain's not going to work that way right now. Fort Leavenworth isn't just a prison for military. It's toward Fort Leavenworth.
Yeah.
Fort Leavenworth is more than just a federal facility.
It's an
active post. For Overland, I'm just going to take that if they don't.
Well, I haven't even had a chance. I'm trying to do 3 things at once with my hands.
I know you are. Welcome to my life. That's why I usually have a laptop open and 2 devices. Can't always, right? Sometimes I'm only on my business phone, but...
Well, it makes it hard because you have different passcodes than I do, obviously.
Yeah, and we're not going to discuss those passcodes because, yeah... I'd have to delete this live, and I'm not going to do it.
Alright, so they're in Overland Park, hit 3 so far. Besides meeting with us, where are you headed? And they have our boxes with them.
So tell them you're honey hole. I doubt they would take us to where they source and let us film at least. They might take us to a few places they source, but probably not the honey hole. I know I wouldn't be taking. Well, it depends. I would take a few people to my honey hole, but that list is short, and it definitely wouldn't film there. Well, I can't film there. But I might be able to take some to a different honey hole. It's just not the one with a full jar. Trucks, stay on your lines.
Alright, now I'm
Stay on your lines.
Okay, now I can back to this.
I think most everyone knows that. I think that's been following me. My dad was a trucker, and he was a trucker most of my life while he was alive. We're in Kansas City limits, just FYI.
So he says, LOL, which one?
Tell him the fullest one. Wait.
The best one.
Alright, I've got to pay attention to signs because I think we have to be closer to the city skyline for Overland Park exit, but I've actually got, my oldest friend actually lives in the suburb of Kansas City. So depending on how long we're here, unless he sees my text, or my text but my post on another platform that we were going to Kansas City, if we're late leaving to head back, I'm going to stop and see him and give him a hug because it's been years. And he's my oldest friend. He was my first friend I ever met when we moved to Colorado, and that was just before my 5th birthday, and I'm 42 now. So 435 south hopefully doesn't have a toll road, but I need to slow down. So I don't know what this exit is. Hey, I've been known to make people that have tours in the sandbox almost piss themselves. And no, it was as scary for me as it was for them. That's a story for another day. That was just as less deployment.
See, what not scares me, Tina?
We gave someone a ride back because I had to pick Jess up in another state when she flew home from her deployment. Long story. It was Kansas. Well, it wasn't just Kansas. All states do it. They only fly a certain amount of soldiers back from a deployment for PR. The rest of them are sent to the nearest location the cheapest way.
So Tina says she wants to use Whatnot to travel to honey holes, make a deal with the shop owner, 10% on total sales. I've looked at Whatnot.
So
I got a group on Facebook, and that stuff scares me.
I do have a Whatnot account because there was another seller that's like, hey, and I do see them, but typically I see them at night, meaning they have full-time lives during the day. They don't typically sell on YouTube. I know they've tried, but they do sell on Whatnot. I gotta move over because we're gonna run into road construction again. 435 should go into Overland Park, or Siri's gonna have to direct us. I might have got on the wrong exit. Hey, you remember that time when we were coming back from the East Coast and we were over by St. Louis, and you're like, hey, this exit, it's this exit I take, and I was trying to win a buyer's bonus.
Yeah, and I ended up off an exit that I didn't need to be
from
off on.
LS channel.
Yeah.
You remember that? I don't think I ever posted that on YouTube.
Now,
but I need
now they're
to.
discussing that, they'd be happy with Mickey D's at this point, except for Mickey D's doesn't have onion rings. So now Sonic is now the choice.
Alright, I hear ya. I'm looking for a place. That's why I actually got off over here, so we could get something to eat.
Lisa said, holding on with my nails, waiting to see if we stop for food.
We're gonna stop for food. I went ahead and dropped off on this exit because I do know 435 had food, but I'm thinking I grabbed the wrong exit. I probably should have went north, but Overland Park is south. So I at least want to be going in the direction that I need to be going once we get back in the vehicle. But I am looking, typically, y'all, I do not eat Mickey D's. It tears my gut up, and it's not healthy.
They're still
for
in
you.
Overland Park. How far out are we?
Ask Siri how far we are from Overland Park. I mean,
Siri, how far are we from Overland Park, Kansas right now?
You're not asking my Siri, right?
Yes, I'm asking you, Siri.
She's been
Something went wrong.
Yeah.
Try again.
She's been saying something went wrong for 3 days
All right,
now.
well, you guys get to listen to my Siri. Siri, how close are we to Overland Park, Kansas right now. 11 miles.
Alright. We've got 11 miles if we don't find food before then now. We're crossing the Kansas River again. Remember we crossed it to get on the interstate? This is the biggest part of the Kansas River. And it looks to me almost like Missouri, the Missouri River. When the Missouri, or not the Missouri, maybe it's the Missouri, if not it's the Mississippi River. It's the one that flooded a lot in the 90s. When it's not, swelling over its banks.
So next time we need to win a Winnebago, so there's a bathroom in the back.
We discussed when we do a coast trip again, because next time we're really aiming to do the West Coast, for real. But we do have a Florida trip that will include going back through Louisiana. I gotta go back to Homa. I'm just saying.
There's a few places we want to go back to that are actually within good grasping driving distance.
Do you remember?
I don't have to take weeks off to go.
You remember when we came off Bourbon Street?
Yeah.
That back alley that makes you look like maybe you stepped into Hogwarts.
So I know if we ever go back to Louisiana, if anyone ever asked me again where I got my shoes and they can tell me where I got them, I'm going to look right at them and tell them.
What was his name?
I don't remember. We walked into the French Quarter and this guy walks up and he goes, I bet you I can tell you where your shoes came from.
No, at first he told you who he was.
Right. And I was like, sure, go ahead and shoot, because, we had ordered them off of Amazon. And so he sits down, he goes, well, I'm going to polish them. And he starts singing this whole rap and rhythm and polished my shoes.
He did clean them.
And then he looks at me and basically tells me that, that's worth $20, or whatever. And I'm like, dude, I ain't got $20 cash. And he goes, but I could be out here dealing drugs. Instead, I'm scamming the tourist into $20 pops. And I'm like, truth. So I went over and pulled $20 and gave it to him. Because he was truthful.
But he was honest about it. And
I'm going to get us an address real quick.
Yeah, just don't give the address.
I won't.
Because I'm on a public
Get directions. 19 minutes from their location.
19. Hey, let them know that we're in a traffic jam and it's not Johnny's. I wish I had looked ahead because I'd have got on the last exit and we went and got food at Wendy's.
See, I don't drive that much, Tina. I have night vision issues like no other. I have astigmatism, so car headlights head on to me, I completely lose the road. So I don't drive at night that much. I will drive during the day. I'm not a big fan of driving. Steph usually does most of the driving.
Except when we went to the East Coast, you drove through. Did I even drive through New Jersey, or was
Probably
it all
not.
you?
I think it was all.
No, it was me too. Yeah, because that was the part where I wasn't sure, like some of my kids, and I almost left them. Right? Because that's where we got dinner or something. Yeah, New Jersey's before New York, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where I pulled off, and every time you pull off...
Man, okay, Myra, you and I actually know a lot of the same type of stuff then. I actually was part of the SEA for a lot of years. Most people, when you say SEA, they just kind of look at you.
That's a whole nother world.
Yeah.
That's a lifetime ago.
That is a mega lifetime ago.
We lost a lot of good people since then.
Well, the guy that actually got me into all that's no longer here. He
lapsed and got in with the wrong crowd.
Yep.
Lost a lot of people. Now have known a lot of people that got sober at least once. someone I grew up with, a neighborhood
Uni
kid.
was also in the SCA for a bit. That's the reason why all you guys actually just kind of
oh my god,
jive with me
we
on
need
that.
to have it late night because it don't need to be a daytime. We need to have a late night combo that isn't one like I had that one night, because that one,
Yeah, it's near in gridlock. It isn't as bad as some of the
Hey,
traffic
look!
we've drove in up here.
next time we do this, I'm bringing stuff and we're gonna have a rolling traffic jam.
I still think you
Auction.
could do a rolling traffic jam auction as long as you get somewhere that had decent enough reception on the
I
cell
should
phones.
have paid attention.
It's all good.
Dude,
It's
not
meant
gonna
to.
help
It's
you
meant to
jump.
happen in the certain amount of time that it's meant to happen in.
Well,
You know,
this
if we
right
were meant to
behind
have
me
safe sailing all the way there, yeah, road show. We thought about that when
Roadshow.
we went to the East Coast. We thought about doing a road show.
Well, if half the stuff would have came back with me that was supposed to, we would have had a road
Right.
show. If you remember, I couldn't because
Yeah, we just didn't have any product. It was
the product I was intended to pick up in New York
didn't get
did not
didn't get
exist.
loaded. But
It didn't get loaded, and then yeah, so.
Jennifer, all those cars in front of us going to the same place as we are.
Honey, I guess so. If I had a way of turning around, though, I would. But I can't. But everyone's jumping off to the right. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. You keep going. You keep going.
Until you get up here and everything has to go into the lane you just got out of.
Well, in that case, I hope a trucker will let me in. I'm a trucker's brat. So I actually follow. If y'all was in at all in my chat last night, you seen Tuber Chat come in. He promotes, I believe he's in Canada. I was actually, someone recommended his channel to me. So I've been following him, I think 2 months now, or going on 2 months. And he's great. You don't have to pay for a thing, right? He's really cool. I thought about doing the mystery boxes, Tina. Has anyone done stuff like that? Or is that just an idea you're coming up with right now? Either way, it's a great idea. I've actually thought about it. I'm just not sure how receptive people are going to be because, like, I'm new to it. Yeah, immediate pay, including shipping.
I like that idea.
I typically charge people exact shipping, so like I would have to include that probably to the highest. Thankfully, Washington State for me, Washington State, and there's a state over on the eastern seaboard-ish. Maybe it's up by New Hampshire. I don't remember. I'll have to look. It's the other highest for me to ship. The same package, same weight, same content. But we're talking not just $2 or $3 more. And I'm not talking peak season.
It was what, Washington and
Washington.
one up on the East Coast up in the top too was that way. It was out there, Maine or something like that. It was like double.
It was almost double for the same box.
So Myra puts jumping out and peas in the bush.
Hey, so my youngest soldier wasn't a soldier yet then. When we went to Missouri for Jess's graduation, right? We stopped in the cornfield. Oh, shoot. Alright, I'm gonna need to get...
I told you. But it looks like everybody's able to file over. It's just
me.
go right in between this van and that pit.
I am. I'm just gotta watch because I'm... Remember, I drove a brand new car in DC and got stuck in the middle of an intersection and was thanking God I had full coverage on it.
Oh, you ladies are too much. You guys got me laughing. So Jennifer goes, wait, don't leave, Myra. And then...
I will leave you. I almost left my youngest soldier in a cornfield. I'm not even kidding.
She put you back in that bush, and then Tina goes, Indecent exposure charges in tow. Need extra money in the slush fund.
So, y'all, I'm
That
just
was an
gonna ask.
accident?
No, it's more than that. The car is fully
Burned down.
burned down. So I'm gonna ask y'all to just say a prayer. If you pray, don't even know who it was, but that car is a complete loss. A complete loss.
And then Southern Belle,
You know,
and then
take
Myra
a
goes
Southern.
hitchhiking to the castle, and Jennifer laughing my ass off.
Leave it to Southern Belle to cover your ass.
True story, right?
I don't have a filter today, y'all. But not that I really have a filter, but usually I'm very mindful about what I say. This road trip, I don't. So if you're easily offended, please don't be.
Yeah, definitely glad we're out of that whole traffic jam. That explains if they had a burn down. So you're going to go 7.2 miles, Metcalf Avenue, and it'll be a right exit off of the highway.
I wonder if they would know that we're doing a YouTube road trip.
Yeah, it's our channel. We can say what we want. We still just try to keep it PG-13.
I try to keep it PG-13, and I try to keep certain topics off until after dark. Not because there's anything wrong about discussing them, but usually after dark and after a certain time, kids are in bed, because I'm very mindful that, you know, there's parents with younger kids or grandparents who are raising their grandkids that also watch us, and not always in chat, but they put us on their screen and they go do their thing.
Yeah,
So,
we try to use a lot of Shrek humor. I love Shrek humor. You know, it's something the kids laugh about because, you know, they see the little itty bitty guy standing there.
Which way do I go? I go that way?
You go left, yeah. You're good. You're still in.
No, I'm going to stay in the center so I know I'm in at least one of the right lanes.
But, no, because that was to 35. You don't want to go back to Wichita.
Yeah, I'm not doing Wichita today.
Yeah, that's us, Jennifer. We're not offended by much. You know.
The only thing, honestly, that I get offended on, and it doesn't matter who it is misinformation or misrepresentation.
Yeah, dad jokes. Yeah, that's a lot of it.
That's the only thing, because whoever it is, and it's multiple channels, and I'm not even talking people that sell together, I'm talking just in general in the YouTube universe. You know they're talking about somebody, and it's like, do you really have to bring it here? Was this a place you had to bring it to? Like, there's days that are hard for me, and you're not going to be able to tell that with me in the chat.
Yeah, Jennifer, she said she curses like a truck driver and have a naughty sense of humor. That's kind of, the naughty sense of humor is us all the way.
You would not want to hear me live when I'm in auctions with people. I don't mean on the screen. I mean...
Like when we're in chat and it's on the TV and we're sitting there interacting.
I'm usually screaming at the screen. And it's not all violence, so don't think of it that way. Overland Park, next 5 exits.
Yeah, and the one you're needing to take is Metcalf Avenue North and South.
So it's a named exit?
Yeah, it doesn't come up. Exit 79.
Exit 79. Why isn't it 69? 69's a good number. So 79?
Yeah.
I just figure I better say that so in my brain it registers. Alright, when we get off on this exit, there better be some food because I get eat.
Well, and that's the deal, Southern Belle. You know, everyone's got their own channels, you know, and it's kind of like that one night when we was like, hey, we're running over here to this late night show. You know, we wanted to warn you. We enjoy the late night show, but someone that isn't into having kind of that vulgar stuff, you know,
and it can get out of hand. It can get out of hand, and not because the channel owner wants it that way.
Right.
But sometimes it gets that way, and I mean, there's been times where they've had to stop the auction and regain control, and it changes everything.
You know,
Alright, I must have missed an exit unless they're going down in numbers.
They're going down in numbers. It was 81, this is 80, next one will be 79.
Alright.
2.1 miles. You're golden.
I usually don't come this way into Kansas City, so.
I keep thinking there needs to be a G-rated late night show. Yeah, hey.
I mean, we could do a G-rated one night.
Late night shows is where, honestly, there's not a whole lot of shows. When It's About to Get Reels goes off, there really isn't a whole lot on there in our little neighborhood on YouTube. I have found some other late nights. I haven't really messed around in them because...
So don't drop names, but you know those auction sites, you know, they have, that we've been looking at?
Yeah.
That they have a storefront or whatever, but they actually have moved over to selling on YouTube more than not?
Yeah.
That's something I want to be able to do, is start promoting them. Obviously not until after the first of the year, because we need to work out a few things. But I'm geared to do some of the stuff they do. And I think a lot of the resellers that have jumped into chat today, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll send the links privately instead of sending.
Right.
Because I don't want to put them on my community page. I have no
So 79's right
here, right?
Yeah. And you need the lane you're in right now is the one you need to stay in.
Okay.
So it's going to be a left at the bottom of the hill.
At the bottom of the hill.
When you come down to the bottom to the stoplight, it's going to be a left.
Okay. I could send, because I have everybody's email.
Right.
I could send them a link and be like, this is where you'll find me. You won't find me in the chat.
Right. And Uni says that there's an option to mute or leave if someone gets over the top. And that's the way I view it. You know, I'll pop into some chats and, a lot of times when I'm at work, pop in, say hi, show some love, give the thumbs up, and then I may just have you on an earbud and I may not converse in the rest of the chat.
I think Johnny and them are figuring that out about you, that if you come in and say hi, I need to still be in this lane, or do I need to move over?
It don't matter as long as you can go left. Lisa says you better hurry up, the duct tape's getting thin.
I'm coming. I'm sorry, guy.
Jennifer says late night show gets dirty at times.
It does, and she knows what I'm talking about, because And there are some people that are lurkers. They'll email people and be like, I can't believe you were in there. Really?
My deal is everyone's everyone,
For one, do you pay my bills? If you don't, then what's it to you? And two, what was said that's offending? Because if someone said something directly to you in chat or while you're on screen, let me know and I'll facilitate and we'll get this mess cleaned up. I've had a few of those. There's a reason why Alright, we can't eat at Hooters, just saying, because I ain't got the budget for that, but that's the first food joint I see.
I have the money for Hooters. And yes, I'm after the wings, not the girls. Hooters
We used
has
to
the
take our
best
kids.
wings.
Y'all, judgment and all if you want.
Yeah, our kids all had onesies that were signed by the Hooters waitresses because we took our kids to Hooters.
Firecrackers, one of her first onesies she was able to fit into, she was born a micro preemie. So one of her first onesies she was able to wear for a bit was a Hooters onesie. And no, I'm not ashamed. Alright, there's Krispy Kremes that's loaded with sugar.
Angela Isaac says, me and Uni thought about just having a chat show once a week. Yeah, it's...
I've heard a lot of requests from a lot that I find in all our chats talking about everyone's been in here in the last half hour. Seriously, actually ask or request at least one a week. And they're not even discussing maybe just one channel. So I would definitely entertain that idea. I know I'm gonna have one. I just have to find a time frame that works for me and doesn't conflict with a few of the channels. Yeah, I'm with her. That affects a few of the channels that I don't want to make a negative impact, because I know most of the viewers are only on the phone. And it's gonna be like a 9 or after at night, I can tell you that much. But that's for me. So I would recommend it. I would jump in. Texas Roadhouse sounds like a good one.
Yeah, Hooters actually, though, like we were talking.
All right, I'm gonna turn in here because there's food places.
Right. Tina says that the Nashville location was lost in an explosion. Is there a Whataburger?
It's over there. I don't know if I can get to it over here, but we're gonna try.
Myra said she had a guy ask her to go on a date to Hooters one time, and she ghosted him.
We always went for the wings, legit, because our nearest Hooters was in Colorado. Was it?
Yeah, Colorado Springs.
And Colorado Springs for us was a 3-hour drive, so we did it actually once a year when we were raising our babies, because they were babies at the time.
We usually got our income tax that year, and we would go to Springs, take our kids. I'd usually take a babysitter with us.
Do not say her name.
No, I won't. One of my best friends, his daughter was a teenager, and we would take her up there to Springs with us. We'd pay for her own private hotel room to watch the kids in, so we had adult space, but our kids were still there.
We took her to the mall.
We took her to the mall and just went shopping and paid her money to keep an eye on our kids so we could have adult time without kids in tow. Because obviously when you've got 2-year-olds, you can't go to a bar and hang out for the night with a 2-year-old.
7, 5, 3, and a newborn.
Yeah, 7, 5, 3, and a newborn. And I always paid my babysitter really well.
I miss those days sometimes.
Myra, it wasn't the wings, but the free range breasts.
No, just hit the red button. I'm gonna get in there. We're gonna eat there. Can you put on my other phone? Hey, we're gonna stop at Whataburger. Everyone in the vehicle
is hungry.
And let them know that we're at Whataburger. I don't think there's but 1 or 2 of them here. Guess I could probably share my location with them because I do have them in my contacts. We're stopping at Whataburger, y'all.
Hopefully that works for lunch for everybody.
Hopefully this will work for everybody. Ice Plate! I cannot pronounce. I'm not even going to try to pronounce her name.
I don't know, because
I don't know, but we're gonna find out. If not, we're gonna stop at a Sonic somewhere. Since we're in the city, I am taking.
They said okay. There's that phone. Oh, I'm not trying to do 10 things at once here.
They're lurking. They're gonna know where we're at, but I know they're
busy doing.
But they're estate selling, so I don't expect that they're lurking right now. Anitra. Alright. I am terrible with names, y'all. I have to practice them unless I can identify the name with somebody or something. I've tried. Anitra. I'm going to be doing this for a long time. Anitra. So, I got a Spain doll from her. And it was in my background. It's been moved, but it's going back in my background. You got cash, right?
I don't have cash, but I have a card.
You got your card? Alright, because... Let's see. Hello.
Whenever you're ready.
Do y'all have onion rings?
We do.
Alright.
One of the few things that are actually made only when someone orders them, so yes.
Oh, amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's do number 1 minus mustard, add mayonnaise, and onion rings.
Okay. Let's see. Alright.
Let's see.
On your number 1, did you want cheese?
No.
Okay. And if you say.
I'm gonna take a number 5.
Okay.
Large fry.
Okay. Alrighty. And for here to go.
For here.
Alright. $338 your ticket number and $22.61 your change. Your total.
We know what you mean.
And there's your receipt. Your cups are behind you.
Okay.
Hi. Okay, how are you?
What size of cup did you get?
I think this one.
Alright, we got like large fry, medium. I don't know that it matters, does it? This is the first time I've ever been to Whataburger, y'all. I've never been here. Medium drink, medium drink. That's cool, actually. Let's see. I'm supposed to be staying away from zero sugar drinks. But it's cool that they have one. I'm gonna just go with unsweet tea. Wow, that's a lot of ice here. I ain't gonna waste it. I'll put it in Mr. Stephanie. So, if y'all was here, what would you be drinking? Probably shouldn't be getting tea. Tea makes me pee a lot. And on the turnpike, there really isn't anywhere to pull over. Yeah, I'm going with unsweet. You want to go put that cup back? You want to put the lids on?
I got you.
And then I'll grab the straws.
Right.
Table or food? You know what? I want to sit somewhere where my butt don't hurt. So let's sit on something soft. Hey, we could sit on... We could sit at the bar. Oh, someone's sitting there. So let's go over here. That way we all have our space. Alright.
So are you keeping the shit?
Oh! Some of y'all have us on Facebook anyway, so you kind of know. But hey, there's Southern Bill. You got a preview of what Mr. Stephanie looks like without his mask on. I almost forgot.
Yep. Dr. Pepper was always my big one, Bill. And, you know.
So mine was sweet tea, and if y'all must really know, oh, look at the merch. I don't think I showed y'all this. So this is a prototype. Wait, is there something on the, no, there ain't something on the back. So this is a prototype. But
Southern Belle says, such a Goldilocks situation. This seat's too hard. This seat's too soft. This seat's just right.
Who said that?
Belle.
Belle? Like, for real.
These need footrest on the seats.
They do. That's what's missing. Is the footrest on the seat. But
Jennifer needs a chocolate shake. So what is the place, Jennifer, that you get your chocolate shakes?
like, yeah, Jennifer. Because I heard you can't just get them anywhere. So, Mr. Stephanie, do you know her link, what it is to drop her PayPal? No.
No. I've never thought
Yeah,
of
so see, that's the importance. Wait a minute, I should be able to do that right now. Do not be offended, everybody. Not everyone's getting wrenches today.
that. Belle. Yes, chocolate shakes for everybody. Lindsay says she loves your top.
Alright, so ask Jennifer when I add as a mod. When I add as a mod, what do I choose?
Alright, so she's got my phone she can read. Jennifer.
Standard mod or managing mod?
Should be standard.
I'm thinking I need it so then if I ever need help.
And I'm gonna fix your phone so it can go sideways.
Yeah, would you do that too? Yes, what we would all drink. Let's. I know you're not asking for shake tips. I'm just saying. So, standard mod says can review and remove chat and messages and hide or put users in timeout. Okay, I think that's the basic one we give. Anyone that gives us that wrench gets that one, I think. The managing mod is the one that it's like Jennifer's in, right? Where she could just
We can go mess someone up.
she could go mess someone up if she ever had a moment. Alright, make you a standard. Alright, so that's what we'll do. Hopefully it went through.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it'll
What'd
have
you? Right here.
38.
Ketchup.
There's that one too.
Alright, don't know. Hand me that one back.
Yep.
Thank you.
Standard can boot. Okay. And then I need to go up. So 2 people who mod. I know one, and I haven't talked to her personally, but I heard it on another channel last night. It's taking a break. I don't know the context of that, but I'm giving her a wrench because I know her from somewhere other than YouTube. And I'm going to go with standard with her as well. So, other than those 2, Mr. Stephanie and Jess, for right now, no one else is getting wrenches. That might change on Monday. I've got to understand it better. Because I like the idea of when you come in and someone's blue, you can click on them and go over. But, yeah, does anyone know where, because I haven't seen Jennifer pop in to chat. Maybe it's up. Do y'all know if where she gets her milkshakes?
Yeah, she put, woo woo or something.
It's not somewhere we could go get one, right?
No.
Right, they're congratulating Jennifer. Okay. Now I want y'all to understand why If you missed it on the way into Kansas City, why I added Jennifer and I added Lindsay for wrenches, and that's because of who they are. No matter what day of the week, no matter what they're facing off the screen. We went with the hamburger. And I even got the onion rings. These two individuals, and I'm not insinuating anything, so please do not take this the wrong way. Those two individuals, no matter what they're facing, no matter whose channel they're on, they are always there to help, no matter who it is. Now, I know there's a lot more of you in the chat that do the same. And a lot of you are already on my list for wrenches. I just need to...
And like Tina says, she doesn't want a wrench.
Right. Anyone that does not want a wrench, I will need you to probably put it in this chat today. No questions. If you don't want a wrench, that's fine. Wrenches can be abused in several ways.
I mean, there ain't much you can do from that one other than just sign people out and hide them.
You can hide them. You can remove their post, can't you?
Managing mod's the only one that can remove
okay.
post,
so it'd only be you or Jeff.
You can mute them or whatever. Basically, that first stage is the protection to make sure that, you know, if you get a whole bunch of off-the-wall things going on in there, you got people to help.
So yeah, the first thing is, if you do not want a wrench, I don't need to know why, but if you don't want a wrench, just put it in chat. Because when I get home, I'll go through and I'll make a note. I do know Tina doesn't want a wrench. And it's not important as to why she asked not to. What's important is she doesn't want one right now, and that's fine. Anitra. I said that name right? Tomorrow I might get it wrong again, though. I got a Spanish doll from her, from Spain. And the reason why I actually ordered it, it's not one I'm going to sell. When I was doing my genealogy, that's what I did during COVID. I really dove into my genealogy. I had been in years prior, but like I really got involved in it. And I found out that I'm 2% Spanish, not Hispanic, Spanish. I have ancestry in Spain. So that doll was a personal purchase. And I don't know if I've gotten anything else from her yet. I know she showed some stuff this last week, and I'm like, oh, that's when I was screaming at the screen, like, why can't it be next week, right? How's your burger?
Pretty good.
What'd you get?
Just a bacon burger.
So pretty much the same as me, just bacon. Mm-hmm. Okay. And you got fries, not onion rings. At least I retracted something. Who knows? But that's okay too. Sometimes I put something in and I'm like, ooh, I didn't mean to actually put that, so I retract it, but and this is like really good. really is. But I'm not gonna be able to eat it all. The one thing on my monthly, my weekly injections is it helps with cravings, but it's to maintain my blood sugar so I don't become a diabetic. I haven't went on and talked about my medical trip, did I? No. Y'all, I was 195 pounds on Friday. Probably because, like, I feel intimidated by this. And I should have probably looked. They probably had one. That'll be when I get hungry later.
No, we have leftovers a lot though. We'll go to like my work's a good example. They sell a nacho, and we'll get the nacho, we'll share it, and it'll take us literally, if we get it at 4 in the afternoon, by 9 o'clock at night, we're both finally finishing the nacho. So we just eat like smaller amounts more often.
Yeah, we eat smaller amounts. Alright, thank you for stopping in, Lisa. Did she ever answer my question? Is she anything more than a mod and a mom?
Oh, I don't know.
That was like miles and miles back. I'll have to catch up with chat when I get home.
Yeah,
In Texas, they put brisket on. They do. So.
My work has your chips, then you put a scoop of what we call smokehouse beans, so the beans on it, and then you put barbecue sauce, then you put either your pork, your chicken, whatever meat that you picked that come out of our smoker, and then it gets cheese, pico de gallo, and jalapenos on it, and then thrown in a convection oven for 5 minutes, and then it's served. And it's such a big quantity that literally it takes 2 of us to eat them.
The onion rings are delish. I don't know that I'll finish them, but I'll take them with me.
I keep hearing coleslaw and nachos, Tina. We've actually had people come in. We do a coleslaw that's completely different at work, because our coleslaw is a pineapple coleslaw, so it's got the sweet flavor along with that tangy, and it's really good. But we had someone the other day get mad because we should offer coleslaw on our nachos.
Can you go get out of that?
Yeah.
I'm taking them. Yeah, on that one, see that? They give us 4 ketchup. I'm not going to use them, but I'm not throwing them away. They're going home. When I run out of ketchup, I have some Whataburger fancy ketchup packets. See? Yeah, these are 1 ounce. 1 ounce. Okay. Yeah, I remembered you saying something about the marketplace. That sounds so good, Tina. See, I love Chinese food. My mom loves Chinese food. Woo. When I was pregnant with Jess, I craved egg drop soup. So much so that our local Chinese restaurant in Southeast Colorado knew us. They knew our name. And they never asked. They always, when we get ready to leave, they bring me a 32-ounce cup of egg drop soup and didn't charge me for it. And that wasn't because we couldn't pay. That was their gift to me because I was, you know, creating life. So, Mayo does scream Southern, don't it? So, I don't care for unsweet tea. I like sweet tea. But if we're being honest, I love Southern sweet tea. But it's been, what? It's been close to 2 months now, maybe a little over, since, somewhere around there. My days have blended so much, it's crazy how busy life has been lately. And I don't mean just YouTube. You know. But, yeah. Been sugar-free for almost 2 months or just over 2 months. I can tell you it changes things though. I'm not dependent on sugar. I did not realize how much sugar was in stuff. See, I know a lot of people that their liver can't tolerate it either. Let's see. And dumpster dive. So, Lisa, we're more alike than you know. So, but that, again, for another show. The things people throw away. Or set out on the curb, and I mean, sometimes they have to, because like in our village, people are constantly moving in and out. And that's just a cycle of serving in the military, no matter what branch. Make sure you don't show yourself. Okay. So the real thing about me not wanting Mr. Stephanie's face on YouTube is I don't want him. There's a lot that he does behind the scenes. Not necessarily for me, right? But in our service area, and I don't want what he does impacted in a negative way because I'm on YouTube. So that's really the reason why I don't want his face on YouTube. Eventually it'll go that way. But yeah, this is my style.
That's a nice sweatshirt that you have.
He'll figure it out, trust me. He's been for well over 20. When he comes out and he don't see me there, he's just gonna be praying I'm still in the parking lot. No, I haven't ever left him. But I have relocated my vehicle more than once on him. He's coming. He's coming. I want to put y'all up for a second. I know it buffered, so I'll say it again. I know he wasn't. Oh, I bumped something. Alright. So, I know he wasn't worried when he came out that it wasn't there. The only worry was probably going through his head is, God, I hope she's still, I hope the vehicle's still in the parking lot.
I watched you walk out the door. I just went over to make sure my drink was there.
You think I'd leave your drink unattended in the city?
No. All right, so you need your other phone out because it's got the directions to where we're going.
Remember, I'm front facing.
Of course you are. All right, so you're going to turn right on this road out here.
Okay, yeah, I'm still live. Wait.
Yeah, I was going to fix you. And...
Alright, wait a second, so I do it that way so then you're not exposing your face.
All right, so now we're going to... Let's see what we can do. Ours doesn't come up with any dots, so...
Yeah, I know, and I don't know how...
I don't know. It's something I just need to sit down and mess with when I'm really not live. And...
It's... What is it? It's an A14 SG or something. That's the model. I only know that because I looked it up last night. Because I really considered for a minute getting a different carrying case for it. Alright, so I need to
take a right. And you're going to go on the road that's out here. You're going to take a right on it according to... we'll know for sure in just a second.
According to Siri?
Yeah. All right, so the stop sign, take a right, and then when you get to Metcalf Avenue out here, you take a right again.
All right, and then you'll need to message them and let them know we're on our way.
Yeah.
We got 15 thumbs up, and then we at least got 7 viewers still. I mean, one maybe you.
Well, it was just the idea of just being on the road and just chatting. So
I know. What I'm saying is we still got a full vehicle. All right.
All right, it's going to be a left in a half a mile.
And a half a mile. Okay.
Which is 1, 2. You'll go through 2 stoplights, counting this one, and then it's halfway through the next block is a left.
All right, so I'm going through this stoplight and the next.
Yep.
And then it's halfway through the block.
Yep. All right, so.
What?
Oh, I'm trying to.
But you're making everyone turn their heads now unless they've got phones.
Well, I'll turn it back here in a second. What's that right there?
The light saves.
I don't know. All right, well.
We'll get it figured out.
Yeah.
It's not meant to happen today.
Yeah, evidently. It's all good because I just, Tina had put that, so I was trying to see it if it was there. And...
It's okay.
All right, so United Studios of Self-Defense. No, I'm trying to...
Okay, I was just going to say...
So it's this turn... This right here.
This right here. Okay, do not put... So they're taking us to their honey hole.
Well, no, this is where they're shopping.
Right this is where they're shopping right now.
Yeah,
okay,
the antique mall in the corner back there.
Oh! Oh my goodness. They're going to be killing me, Smalls, in real time.
Go quickly if you're
No, I'm not. I hesitated, so when I hesitate, I don't do it. White car, come on.
I'm just... Yeah, because you're going in a...
Well, it is what it is. They're watching this fucking... Whoa!
Oh, language!
Yep, just dropped an F-bomb. Probably won't end up monetized because of that, but you know what?
Hey, you know what? I'm not even worried about
If I only got one F in there, sorry, y'all.
Have a good day, everybody. Sorry you have to go. Safe trip, guys. It was Ice Spy Queen. So, bye.
For
Thank you for...
Spy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would still say this is a pretty cool spot.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that truck.
All right, well, fun party.
I'm going to. I can't jump over the curb.
We're all excited. Yeah, plenty of love sick, guys. Thank you for riding. Oh. You got a text yet?
Do I got text or
No,
I got
you've got
to
to.
text?
You
Okay.
need to text you.
All right. Here. Yeah, we were literally just down the street from
Yes.
them. They're probably inside.
Oh, yeah.
They probably have a line of things that they're getting. Or
Well, we need to bring
window
our
shopping.
road crew with us.
Yes, we do, but I want to get their permission before I film them.
Well, yeah, I just plug it down.
I will. I hope so. Let me check my.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. It's not one. Hey, we did a road trip, so we're still live. Here. Here. Just keep it down, cause I didn't know if y'all wanted to. Everyone to know.
Hi. It's nice to meet you. Oh, get off my husband. Mr. Stephanie?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Well, I can say I am. Does that work for you?
That works.
So you guys just out and about?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. I needed a day off,
I know the feeling.
so I'm like.
I don't
I'm just
get
gonna come
weekends
to
off. I get days off during the week. So
Yeah.
I have.
So American Honey's still in here.
I
I
have-
spy. So Nitra,
Yeah.
she just left.
Rotating days.
Myra's here.
Oh man. See, mine are pretty set, except for during football season. I do Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh.
Right now.
on Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
you're
when we
live?
have
I'm
away
live
games,
right now. We did
I
the
do
whole
Wednesday,
road trip
Thursdays.
here.
Oh, good lord.
We went and had lunch because they're like, we got to eat. They wanted to jump out of the vehicle. Where was it?
Yeah, we
Road
had a whole road
construction.
trip going, like having kids in the vehicle. I'm hungry. Are we there yet? We were having a blast.
So you're live and
We're live on my YouTube right now.
How live
oh,
are you?
sweet.
How
Like
live
2.5
am I? I'm not
hours.
filming you.
Oh, there you go.
What?
So
Keep the car open because we got boxes to put in.
I've got a
That's
box
right.
for y'all too.
Oh.
Yes, we're at the antique spot.
I'll hand that over to you because I don't feel comfortable carrying glass.
Hey, go ahead and tell everyone we'll see them later. Don't
All right.
film.
All right, so we'll see
do a-
everyone
we'll
later.
do a film thing when we're done. Or, you know, it'll be
But we'll see everyone later. I gotta figure out how this thing works. So I'm guess you guys are still gonna be off for just a second so I can hand this off to Steph.
Are
Here,
we
trade
off?
me. I don't know how to shut off.
All right.
Here, take that.
Yeah, you hold that. Yeah, kiss.
Here.
All right, y'all. I'll catch you later. Love you. Thank you for coming.
Put this in the back of the car. Let us know how much we